Colts! I've got a new math activity that we can try. We're going to be making a game out of nothing but coloring utensils. It can be markers, it can be crayons or colored pencils, paper, scissors, tape, and an empty egg carton. So this is something you can do with your parents, or parents, you can just do this by yourself and then let your cult play the game when you're done with it. But here we go. Okay, so we're going to be drawing the different stages of a butterfly on this paper, and we're going to be putting it here. So I'm going to kind of cut out this shape. I'm not really measuring it. I suppose you could, but I don't feel like it. So I'm just going to cut about what feels right. It's a little big, but it's okay. And I need to cut out the part, this part's sticking up, so I need to cut that. What is it, about here? So I'm folding this in half. I'm just going to cut this part off. Boom. So this is going to fit here. So we'll tape that when we're done illustrating. I'm going to mark where the different egg compartments are, because these are going to be the different stages of the butterflies, are going to be different like levels of the game. So I'm going to use, black is black. I'm going to use yellow to mark off this compartment and this one. I might not use that. So we are going to have egg, larva or caterpillar, pupa or chrysalis, and then the butterfly coming out, and then the big butterfly will be right here. So maybe don't draw a line in that compartment. You could print off the pictures from your computer if you want to, but I'm not gonna. I'm just going to draw. Okay, so now we're going to tape our life cycle of the butterfly to the egg carton. You could probably use glue. I don't have any. I'm just going to use tape. So I'm going to do the little tape burrito. Stick that there, and stick that there. And now we're going to be writing inside the egg carton itself. I'm going to make some lines. And now we're going to be putting numbers inside the egg cartons, because the game that your kid is going to play is they're going to have a bunch of something. It can be pennies, it can be M&Ms, it can be beads, whatever you want, but they're going to be challenged to put the number of things into this to match the number that you have written. So because I'm going to make this for a 6-year-old, I'm going to be making it different than how you would do it. So for him, this is going to say 6, and it's going to say 4. I'm going to make it get harder. And 42. That's the meaning of life. So for my son's game, it progressively gets harder with bigger digits that he has to recognize and count to. But for your colt, I would say it probably shouldn't go higher than 10 or maybe 20. If your child has trouble recognizing numerals, then there's nothing wrong with just making the numbers go up to 5, and they would just repeat themselves. So this would say 3, this would say 3, this would say 3. That's totally fine. If it doesn't get harder, then that's fine. If your child has problems focusing on a task for a long period of time, then you might just want to cover this with a cloth or something and just make it the top row instead of both of these. You can also, if you need to make it more physical, if they're just really having a hard time sitting still, if they really need to get some energy out, then maybe after they complete each level, you have them do some bug yoga. So after they complete the egg level, they can make their body ball up into an egg. After they complete the larva level, they can worm around on their stomach. After they make the pupa level, you can have them ball themselves up, sit on their haunches, and then make themselves into a ball. And then after they complete this coming out of the chrysalis level, they can be sitting on their haunches and then kind of jump out and then sit back down again and then jump out. And that's a good, really good physical exercise because it involves jumping from a kneeling position. And then after they do the butterfly, they can do the butterfly yoga pose with their legs, or they can just run around the house flapping their arms. That can be kind of fun. You could give them a bath towel or bed sheets, and they can use those as their wings, and they can just kind of flap around with their wings, say, oh my god, I did it, and they can do that. So there's lots of different ways you can adapt this to your child's needs. You can make it challenging, you can make it physical, you can make it just less. And it incorporates our science discussion and recognizing numbers. So it could be a fun activity to do. All right, thanks for watching.